What's up, guys? Mason the Brock Henderson here, and this is Elementary Season 5, Episode 19, High Heat. So, this was an interesting episode in that it was actually supposed to air 2 Sundays ago, but because of the PGA Tour, it actually had to, or not the Masters, they had to actually get moved to this past Sunday. And that's the only thing that really makes it interesting. The rest of it was pretty bland. I don't even know what to say about this. I'm watching and I'm trying to follow what's going on. I'm like, okay, so a private detective ends up burned alive. He's trying to solve this case about this guy, and wait, so he's not dead? So the other guy was dead, but wait, what? Wait, so they're trying to figure out about this guy's dad. Okay, so what does this have to do with anything? It says something about Chernobyl. Does that not have anything to do with anything anymore? Now all of a sudden that this guy apparently, these guys were killed using this marble thing, and you have to be really strong to do it, and so there's like baseball involved in that, and there was a character who was involved in baseball, and so that's about it, isn't it? The connect the dots involved in this is like, I'm over here and connecting these dots. And then all of a sudden, it just goes, and now I'm connecting dots over here. Like, it actually went to a completely different picture for me to connect the dots in that picture. Because how the hell do you go from this private eye is being asked to investigate this one guy trying to figure out who his dad was, to they got killed because this kid wants to play in the major league, and that's pretty much it. Like, oh, his dad apparently has this disease that's going to make it to where people aren't going to want him to play anymore, and so that's why he killed him. And then on top of that, you've got apparently the pitching coach for the team that he's going to says, no, I did it. And then he's like covering for him, but then Joan realizes, oh, that sound that you just made by throwing that marble, that's the sound that the parents heard or the neighbors heard whenever he was returning home, or I don't know. I truly don't know. I was so freaking bored and lost, and then just frustrated with this entire case because, one, it's stupid. Two, it's not a Sherlock case. It's a freaking, oh, any detective can solve this. And then on top of that, what's going on outside the case? Random shit. Apparently there are these people who form their own little detective group in wherever they live, New York. And so Sherlock hates this group because anybody can just go and join and be a detective. And so he meets the guy that's the head of it and tells him, I'm going to shut down your group because I don't like you guys. And the guy's just like, I don't like our group either. And then Sherlock decides to partner with him, and then they create a new group that apparently is pretty much the same as the old group, except now it requires them to take a test before they get in. So, yeah, I don't understand that. And then Shinwell, oh yeah, he's involved a little bit in that Sherlock is upset by what happened with Shinwell, but the rest of it is just completely pointless. I mean, the fact that he murdered somebody, the fact that he's trying to shut down the SPK, and the fact that Sherlock wants to stop him from shutting down the SPK just because he killed somebody in the past, all that doesn't matter anymore. Now we're on something completely different, and we're involved in a case that was really stupid, really contrived. It didn't follow any sort of logical path either. Like, oh, somebody got burned alive in an incinerator. We have no clues to go by. Oh, but we found this one little thing. It was this brace this guy was wearing, and somehow we end up on this detective just because of some other thing that Sherlock saw, and he happened to know this guy. But then all of a sudden the brace actually belongs to somebody else. So, I don't know. I truly don't know. It's such an embarrassment, really. You see some of these other shows and movies that involve Sherlock Holmes. You know, you got Sherlock, the BBC version, great show. Truly, not only some great cases, but some great characters, some really good stories to follow. You look at the Sherlock Holmes movies with Robert Downey Jr. Both really good movies. I mean, I think a lot of people really love the second one. The first one got mixed reviews, but for the most part, I mean, it was still a good case. It was still interesting. This is just like, who cares? You've got Sherlock Holmes living in New York, and now it's just turned into, oh, let's just do random stuff now. Let's just have him go through the random daily life in New York. Who cares about him being a detective? Who cares about him being the greatest detective in the world? Let's just have him do normal stuff. Because that's what we want to see, right? We want to see Sherlock Holmes be a completely normal human being. Because whenever you've got an incredible person, an incredibly intelligent person, you just want to dumb him down and make him normal like everybody else. Because that's what makes interesting television nowadays. So, yeah, that's about it. Honestly, I'm probably going to watch just to see how the season ends, to see if there's anything interesting on the horizon. If it ends on as poor a note as it's on right now, to where I'm completely just uninterested, if it gets renewed, I may not watch for the next season. Because I'm sick of what they're doing with the show. I'm sick of what they've done to turn it from, oh, this is actually an interesting concept, to now it's just, who cares anymore? You know, it feels like the same. It feels like nothing's really changed except the cases have gotten worse, the personal life stuff has gotten worse, and it doesn't feel like Sherlock anymore. Now it feels like just some random old detective. So that's about it for this episode. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. What did you like and dislike about this episode? Let me know. We can talk about it and discuss all that good stuff. Leave a like and subscribe for future elementary reviews, and I'll see you at the next one. Peace out.